Hey, Marnie, it's
Hey,
Ben Hassinger. How
hi
are
Ben.
you?
Nice to meet you virtually, finally.
Well, it's great to meet this way, but I'm more looking forward to meeting you in person
I know, I'm
at
super excited.
Midwest Uke and Harmonica Camp in July.
Yep.
Uh, because I've heard a lot about you and I've been wanting to work with you. No, it's good stuff.
Oh, okay.
And um, I'm excited we finally get to work together. You're joining a heck of a team
I
of
know.
other teaching
Yep.
artists, some of who you worked with before and some who you probably haven't. And I guess I just wanted to get a chance for everybody to learn a little bit about you.
Yep.
You live in Colorado,
Denver, Colorado.
Denver,
We are the Mile
Colorado.
High City.
There you
Thin air
go.
up here.
It is thinner air up there, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why we're
yeah.
all a little off.
Yeah, well,
Just a little. Not enough
blame it
oxygen.
on something. The but you've been so how long have you been active in the ukulele world?
So, good question. I actually got my first ukulele when I was, well, so it was about, I was about to say like my age. Anyway, I don't care. But 2012. And at the time, I had an Andrews Sisters tribute act, and we were touring around the country. And
Oh
I
wow.
was like, oh, this would be perfect to like put in the act, right?
Yeah,
And and even going back further than that, I had started in piano when I was four, have, had a very musical life in various iterations. And I never felt comfortable enough, like on this instrument, on the piano, to accompany myself. And I was always
yeah.
like, I should get a guitar. And then I'd hold my cousin's guitar and I'd be like, gosh, this thing is huge and it's heavy. And so that was, I was like, well, I don't really want to go down that road. And I can't quite remember like my introduction to the ukulele, but my dad sent me some money for my birthday in 2012, and I said, I'm going to go buy myself an instrument,
Yeah.
which was usually my habit if people send me money. Instrument, musical equipment, something, right? So I bought this ukulele, and we were so busy touring, I really just didn't even have time to learn more than like four chords.
Sure.
And so, kind of as that fell away, I really started diving into it probably in 2014, 2015. Started going to Uke Fest, right? And there's some here locally. And so had gone to some of those and then found the Rocky Mountain Ukulele Orchestra, which is pre-COVID, we were 100 strong on the stage
Wow.
and playing
Wow.
instrumental pieces. It's really
How
great. We're
cool.
still at
That's awesome.
about, I'd say 60, 65, something like that. So
Boy,
that
that
was
feels like
my, I did that like on the side just to have fun in music.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but at the same time, I really love the jazz from the 20s and 30s and 40s. I love the Great American Songbook. I'm a musical theater person at heart, and that was musical theater during that time. And the ukulele really, really fits that sound.
Yeah.
And so it's only four strings, less intimidating than the six on a guitar. You can travel with it, and no one gives you a usually, I'll say, a hard time about bringing it on an airplane. And yeah, that's how my love of the ukulele started. And it's been just an amazing journey ever since then. And I've met wonderful people like yourself and other people through the ukulele community. And I'm just eternally grateful for this gift in my life. So yeah.
Yeah, I've really found the ukulele community is a very special group of people, and it's very supportive. You can be at all different levels, and everybody
Yep.
plays nice with each other. And
Absolutely.
I always say, geez, if I ran a guitar festival, everybody would be trying to outdo each other, you know? And
Exactly.
I mean, I play guitar too. I love guitar,
But I've been in those
ukulele,
situations as well. So,
there's something special about the ukulele as far as uh, I like to say it's the most folk of folk instruments because it brings folks together.
oh,
And I truly believe Jake's quote about if more people played the ukulele, the world would be a better place.
yep, I agree.
So everybody, come on, play the ukulele. I'm sure anyone watching this is already playing the ukulele, but
Pretty
tell your
much.
friends. Tell your
Yep.
friends. So, you're coming to camp this year, which is going to be great. And
So
you
excited.
sent me a list of workshops. It's like, the 10 commandments of, there were like so many workshops, but
The
they're
Ten
all great.
Commandments of Marnie.
It came in these stone tablets. Oh, that's
Pretty
more like
much.
the Flintstones, I guess. But um, you uh, you had some jazz ones, ones with some nice singing workshops that looked like. Then you had one called Yogalele.
I do, yeah. So I'm a singer by trade, like that's been my profession.
Sure.
And then, getting the ukulele allowed me to accompany myself and really expand the work that I did. So what I started realizing in the ukulele community is we talk about like how to play a solo or how to do movable chords or picking patterns or whatever. And
Yep.
so many ukulele groups around the country are sing and strum groups, right?
Sure.
We've got the lyrics written with the chords above them in that very folky style of writing music. I'll say music.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, I have something to give because singing has been my profession. And how can I give some tools, right, to some people who are in the ukulele sing and strum groups? And even, people who are doing their own recordings now, and to give them some things to just feel a little more comfortable with it. So
Yeah.
my ukulele is actually warm ups and exercises for the voice and the ukulele at the same time. So it's a great way to get comfortable with the fretboard as well as doing the coordination of singing and playing. We really discount how many things are going on for us to do chords,
That's true.
strum a different rhythm, and sing different rhythms and notes than what you're playing here. So, and I have a class on that too, actually. So maybe we put that one in.
Oh, to
It's really great for
multitask.
beginners, right? To build that
Yeah. Oh,
coordination.
absolutely.
So Yogalele is kind of an extension of that. It's just simple exercises for your voice, for the uke, and you can choose how many you want to do every single day. And yeah, so I'm working on a book. Hopefully, I'll have my book ready. Maybe this will be my
Cool.
motivation to have
All
my book
right.
ready
Absolutely.
when
You
I
got
show up at Midwest.
6 months,
So
seven
yeah,
months. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Well, myself, I as a teenager on up, playing in bands and being the front guy kind of. And I never realized how hard it is to just start out singing and playing at the same time. Just because I've always done it. It's just, I don't know, it just seemed normal.
Yeah.
And there's, like you said, there's really a lot going on. You're like the drummer with the rhythm. You're singing, and the singing's often syncopated with the rhythm, and you're trying to remember what chord to go to and what the words are, and blend in with everybody else. So it's good to have this kind of framework to help you realize what you need to do and how to do it.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
we're definitely having Yogalele in there.
Yeah,
I just
let's
like
do
the
ukulele.
name as
I
much
know,
as
right?
anything.
I
It
know.
sounds great.
Yeah.
Do you have to bring like a musical yoga mat or
So there's a
something?
little yoga mat that you put on your music stand. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, set your ukulele on the little mat. Uh,
Exactly.
cool.
Don't bend the
Well,
uke. They don't bend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't what?
Don't bend the uke. No, no yoga
No,
with
no,
the
no,
actual
no
ukulele.
downward dog or whatever
No,
with the
no, no.
ukulele. No, that could be tough. The so you're coming to camp. That's July 11th through 13th in Toledo, Ohio.
I've never been to
And
Toledo.
oh man,
I grew up in Bloomington, Indiana, and I've never been to Toledo.
really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
there you
We
go.
always went to Chicago. Sorry.
Yeah. Uh, you know, Chicago, Toledo, they're pretty much the same, really. I mean, Toledo's like the Chicago of Indiana.
Right. Okay.
Sure. Okay. No, actually, it's a great city though, and the campus is going to be really. I think you're going to enjoy that.
That'd be
And the
great.
nice thing about camp is just everybody's all hanging around together,
Yeah.
and you get a chance to just have, aside from the classes, the concerts, you get to hang out at dinner. We got open mics, we got group strums. And then there's just the informal piece, just sitting around jamming, with the attendees and instructors like you. It's just, it's, I don't know, it's the camaraderie of a camp like that, I think
Yeah,
is as important as anything else.
absolutely. I've always said, Ben, that in the music world, and especially when we look at like the shows like American Idol and America's Got Talent and The Voice and things, that it makes it seem that people have done no work. They just show up and stand on the stage and they sing or
Right.
do whatever it is,
Yeah,
and then they're like famous. And that's just not the truth, right? And the other thing is it has set this thing up in our culture, our society, that music is only for professionals, right?
absolutely.
And I deeply believe the opposite. I believe that music is for everybody. I believe that everyone gets equal opportunity to participate in music, and we should do that without judgment. And in my mind, that's what's so beautiful about like the Midwest Uke Harmonica Camp, about other uke festivals, like you said earlier, is this instrument brings people from all walks of life, all skill abilities together, but yet we can sit at the end of the day all in a circle and enjoy the same thing, and everybody gets to participate, right?
Yeah. Well, and that's a good point too, is that, and I think a lot of people think music is just performing. Like
No,
I want to be the rock star and I want to be, on The Voice or whatever. And there's so many avenues where music can take you. You've been in
yes,
musical theater. You can be the rock star. You can be a teaching artist. You can sit in your living room and just enjoy playing an instrument,
yes,
take your mind off work all day or something.
yes,
Um, and it touches people in ways that other things can. I don't know if you've ever seen this documentary called Alive Inside, but it was
yes.
about, yeah,
Uh, so
in memory
touching.
care. I know it's amazing. People that were totally non-communicative in a corner, just uh, estranged from the world, and they put this iPod on with songs that they loved as in their youth, and they just light up and start singing, and it connects in ways that many other things can't.
Yep,
It finds some neural synapses or something
it
there that
does. It
um,
does.
it's really special, and I think the ukulele is a way for more people to get involved in music. Like
Absolutely.
you said, it's more accessible than a lot of instruments,
Yep,
and you can take it as far as you want. Some of the finest musicians I know are ukulele players. Um,
definitely.
but it's like the people's instrument, the most folk instruments it
I
truly
love
is.
that. Yeah,
I still that's my line. I'm gonna
it is.
copyright it or something, but
It's the people's instrument. Yeah,
the people's instrument,
the
yes.
people's instrument.
So anyway, well, we're really looking forward to having you come to camp. And as we go along, I'm working on the schedule now. So I hope to, it's 48 workshops throughout the weekend.
Whew,
So it takes takes a little bit to put together.
you got your work cut
Um,
out for you.
yeah, yeah. But that'll be ready in January. And in the meantime, we'll keep in touch.
Yep,
You can, if you've got any nice videos you want to share on the Ute Camp Facebook page or on our Friends of Midwest Uke Harmonica Camp Facebook page, or any reels or any of that kind of stuff, feel free.
absolutely.
We'd like to see all of Marnie that we can see. So that'd be great.
I'm here for the singing.
All right. All right. Well, it's great talking to you,
Absolutely. You
and
too,
have
Ben.
a
Thanks so
wonderful
much.
holiday season.
You too.
And
Happy
um,
solstice on the
yes,
darkest day of the
is
year.
that today?
That's
Tomorrow?
today.
What day
Tomorrow
is it?
is the light. The light comes
Oh my
back.
goodness. You mean like tomorrow all of a sudden it's nice and bright all the
I
time?
wish. I
Yeah,
wish.
well.
The sun sets at like 4:15 here.
Oh man, I know. Well, that's about You guys are a little more north of where I am in Lansing, but
It's
not
the
much. And
altitude.
it,
It's the altitude that,
oh, and you're up higher
ugh,
too. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Anyway,
Well, you think you're closer to the sun. That would work out
you
better
would
for
think. The
you.
mountains
I
block
don't know.
the
I
west
don't
too.
know about that kind of stuff. I'm just an ukulele player.
Right, same.
So, all right, Marty. Well, it's great talking to you.
You too, Ben. Thanks so
All
much.
right. Bye bye.